So I'm going to start to share my screen, and then Mrs. Hentosh, if you want to talk about the academics first.
Yes. Hello, everybody. Glad to see you. And as people come in, in and out, feel free to put questions in, and, it's very informal here. So our academic courses get updated each year. The upcoming year, we will have available actually a myriad of academics throughout our school day. Our school day, first off, I'd like to let you know, runs from 7:48 until 2:05. Half of your school day, as the students know, will consist of being in your career tech field. And then the other half of the day would be your academics. So during your junior year and your senior year, you take 3 academics, and that means you will meet your graduation requirements that you need to have to graduate from high school. During your junior year and your senior year each, you get an English class and a math class. One of those years you get a science class, and one of those years you get a government class. Our English classes consist of regular English, honors English, or a college credit plus English. Anything that has to do with college credit plus, Mr. Ramey will elaborate more a little bit after I tell you general information about our academics. And then with regard to our science courses, we have a bunch of different science courses. And that's just because, obviously, your interests could cover a myriad of areas within the realm of science. So you can see on the screen some of the names of the science courses. And then if you want to know more about any of the science courses, more details about the English courses, or our math courses, you can see our course description catalog, which is found on our website. You can see on the screen right now what the main page of our website looks like. And if you just go to the red highlighted portion under the Future Services button, where it says 2021, 2022 academic course descriptions, you'll find a detailed description of all of our courses. And then if you want, more information once you read those descriptions, of course, I can give you some information, or I can even point you in the direction of our academic supervisor or someone within each of the academic departments that could give you very specific information. I can't stress enough to you when it comes to our academic classes that, if you're coming to the TCTC and you've been a student who maybe struggles with academics and you really want your focus to be the career tech track, you can, take academics that you need to take to meet graduation requirements and, focus more on your career tech field. If you do that, I don't want to lead you to believe that academics are not something that you need to focus on, because that's not at all the case. You'll need to study, you'll need to do work in class, you'll have homework assignments, you'll get a good education, and you'll come out of the TCTC career ready and also ready to go on with further education if you choose to do so. If you are a student who wants to be on track to do education after high school, the academics that we have here at the TCTC, we are competitive with any other high school that's around here, to where if you go to college when you're done here, you're ready to start fresh with college courses, or you might already be done with many college courses that you need, as Mr. Ramey can attest to. Actually, in fact, Mr. Ramey, would you like to talk about some College Credit Plus courses now?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much. Okay, so TCTC does offer several college credit courses that are taught in our building by our teachers. College Credit Plus is a program where students earn dual credit. So those courses count for both high school and college credit simultaneously. All of the CCP courses that are taught here at TCTC do count in the student's college GPA as well as the high school GPA. So in a nutshell, that's what College Credit Plus is. College courses taught during the day by our teachers who are also certified as adjunct faculty by our partner colleges and universities. And I know I want to stress that TCTC is a career technical oriented high school, and we always ask students, this is part of our program, what is your E? Are you looking at enrollment into a college or a career technical school after graduation? Are you looking to become employed, perhaps do an apprenticeship program? Are you looking to enlist in the military service, or any combination of those? We do expect our students to continue their education and training after high school, but we are not focused on only one pathway. We're focused on our students choosing their own. So just like with that, we do have a spectrum of students who take CCP classes. I have some students who take 1 or 2 classes. I have some other students who take as many as they can get. And then I have some that choose to take none, and they focus more on their program and what they're learning and getting their certificates. And all of those options are fine and good for those individual students. So we do truly have options for every student. CCP is just one of those slate of options available. And we put out a survey recently to students. And as you can see the breakdown here, students are looking at a variety of programs after high school: college enrollment, apprenticeships. A lot were still undecided. Some were choosing a technical school, some were choosing military. And again, part-time employment was in there as well. Okay, so at TCTC, through the College Credit Plus program, students can earn up to 22 semester hours for free. Again, these are courses taught here at TCTC in our building. Now, there is another program called CTAG and articulation agreements. These are specific to the students' career technical programs. They could earn between 3 semester hours and up to 30 semester hours, depending on their program here at TCTC. So between College Credit Plus and the CTAGs and articulation agreements, students could walk out of here potentially with 50 semester hours coming from TCTC, which is nearly an associate's degree. Now, the pathways, primarily students take College Credit Plus courses at TCTC. So if you are a current sophomore or a parent of a current sophomore, the sophomores who apply to attend TCTC for next year, they will apply for those CCP courses with their homeschool counselor. They will coordinate with their homeschool counselor and apply to Youngstown State, Eastern Gateway, and or Kent State Trumbull campus, depending on which courses they are interested in taking at TCTC. So that is the typical pathway that most of our incoming students take. Now, CCP at YSU or Kent Trumbull, we have some students who choose to take those courses on campus or online through the campus. Those courses have to be coordinated with the homeschool counselor. But for the majority of students, it's going to be that pathway number 1, where they take the CCP classes here at TCTC with us. Okay, so the first thing they would want to do would be to complete the CCP course request form. And I will make sure that this slide is available to you. Oh, I need to open that back up. Okay, so students will, in January, they will complete this request form, and that will indicate to us which courses they are interested in taking here at TCTC. Once they submit that form, they will immediately receive an email. You will receive an email indicating what the next steps will be. I will kind of review those briefly. Students will apply for admission to each of the CCP colleges. They will have their transcripts sent from their home schools to each of those colleges. They will send ACT scores, if available, to those colleges. And then the colleges will take on the next phase, and that will be informing students of their acceptance, whether or not they have to take placement tests and scheduling courses. But the first step will be completing that CCP course request form, and that will be available in January. Then they will meet with their homeschool counselor and apply to each of the colleges, completing their CCP application and permission forms. There are some permission forms that need to be signed and then scanned and emailed back to either your homeschool counselor or to me, and then we will send those off to the college. The official transcripts must be sent by the homeschools to the CCP colleges. And then I'm really asking and emphasizing the students check their email, because the email that they use when they apply for the CCP application for each college, that email will be used by the college to tell students what the next steps will be, or if they're missing paperwork, or if they need to schedule a placement test. It's very, very important that students check that email regularly and complete those placement tests and online orientations. If they fail to do those things, the college will not be able to enroll them and they will be ineligible for CCP. Okay, so these are the courses that we offer here at TCTC. Through our partnership with Youngstown State University, we offer English, American Literature, and Diversity, college algebra, trigonometry, calculus. Through Kent State Trumbull, we are able to offer Writing 1 and Writing 2, and then statistics. And through Eastern Gateway, we are able to offer a nurse's aid course. Now that course is available to our pre-nursing and pharmacy tech students only as seniors, but we do partner with Eastern Gateway. I need to also add, we offer film and lit. So this screen is similar to this screen. Oh, let me back up, just in a different format. Okay, so these are broken down by institution, and then this is broken down by semester. So we do offer these dual credit courses with these institutions. So as you can see, I want to go over the nomenclature. I know it's confusing. At the top, college, Kent State University College course, English 11:011, college writing 1, semester hours, it says 3. That's how many semester hours the college offers. It is taught for juniors in the fall, and then it is taught for seniors in the fall. Some of these courses are taken as course pairs. So if you're an incoming junior to TCTC and you want to take college writing 1, you would take college writing 1 in the fall with us through Kent State Trumbull, and then look down where it says Eastern Gateway, where it has the Gators. You would take film and literature in the spring of your junior year, spring of 11th grade. So you would actually have to apply to both of those institutions, during this year, and qualify for college writing 1 and film and lit. We have deliberately chosen courses that will transfer to any Ohio public college or university upon graduation, because these courses are either required for a bachelor's degree or an associate's degree, or they are general education courses that are part of the Ohio Transfer Module, OTM. So they should have an easy time transferring from school to school. If you start your college career at Kent State Trumbull and then you transfer to, let's say, Akron, those courses should transfer no matter where you go. Now, private schools in Ohio, they also accept these credits, but sometimes it's not always a guarantee. They might have some extra things you have to do to justify your credits. But for any Ohio public college, these credits will transfer. Even if you go out of state, we've had students transfer these credits out of state as well. There's no agreement amongst the schools like there is for the Ohio public colleges. That's all. Okay, so again, incoming juniors would take college writing 1 and then film and lit. And then if you are a sophomore and you are currently in algebra 2, and if you're eligible to take college algebra and trig as a junior, it is also a course pair. The college algebra and trig is offered through Youngstown State University. So potentially, as a sophomore, you would have to apply to Kent Trumbull, Eastern Gateway, and Youngstown State in order to take these courses at TCTC for college credit next year. Mrs. Hentosh, are there any questions so far in the chat?
There weren't. Let me just check one more time here. Okay, there are no questions yet.
Okay.
Does anybody have a question that they would like to pose before we go on and share some more information? Who do we have with us? What school district is somebody from? Would somebody put in the chat where you're from? Okay, we've got Lakeview. Where else? So while we're waiting to hear where, okay, okay, Lakeview and Lakeview. Okay, nice, nice. Harding, okay, cool. So is anybody here interested in hearing more about the College Credit Plus process? Do you have questions about how to go about applying, or are you interested? Are you interested in applying for College Credit Plus? Let's ask you that first. Cool. Lily's interested.
Okay.
We've got one person that's interested.
And I know with Lakeview, you'll meet with Mrs. Gustis, and I know she'll go over with you your CCP applications. We work closely with all of our home schools here, so the biggest thing is to make sure we understand the taking on college courses is an adjustment, a change. So the hours that you're going to spend studying are going to increase a little bit. The expectations that you're going to, the kind of work that you're going to give is going to increase. The reading, the writing, those things are, expected as a college level course. Our teachers are faculty at the college. They cannot water down the subject material one bit. They're still college professors, but they also do understand that you're in high school and you're being taught in a high school environment. So I feel pretty confident that we'd give our teachers here are very good at making those types of adjustments for you.
They are,
Okay.
and the classes that are offered too, I know that the administration here has really thought strategically to make sure that those classes are, ones that are useful, not just taking them for just credit that won't count for anything,
Yes.
On the other end of academics too, the one thing that I didn't think to mention is, if you filled out your application already, we have requested to have information sent to us from your home schools. And that has to do with academics. So there's a spot on the application where they can let us know if you're interested in applying for College Credit Plus. So, if you're interested, and even if you're just thinking on it, like you are from Harding, make sure and let your school counselor know that so that they can indicate that on your application. Because the more Mr. Ramey knows about you, the more that he can then, kind of reach out to you and say, I know that you were interested and I didn't hear from you. Would you like to, go any further with that? Because he'd love to be able to supply any information to you that he can. On the other end of the academics, your school counselors give us recommendations on what you'll have here at the TCTC for your junior year with regard to your English class. So they'll tell us, should you be placed in a regular English class, or are they going to recommend you for an honors English class? So, if you're somebody who's pretty stellar in English, again, give a shout out to your school counselor and say, hey, will you recommend me for that honors English class if you're interested in that? Or, I'm interested in that CCP English class. And then same thing with math. They're going to look at what you're in right now, and then they're going to tell us what math class you should be in next year. But then next year, when you get here, when you're in that math class, you're the one who's learning in that class. You're the one who knows what you know. So always, communicate with us. How's that class going? That kind of thing. And we're here to work with you. Mr. Ramey, do you have anything you'd like to add?
I just want to say too, let's say you're not quite ready to jump into the CCP game as a junior. You can wait until your senior year if you're more comfortable then. I've had students do that as well. They waited to take the college writing their senior year. And because they did, they were able to take the college writing 1 and 2 their senior year. Same thing with the math. If you're in a geometry class right now and you're taking algebra 2 or maybe a math 3 course here at TCTC, you can wait until your senior year to take stats. And that might even be a more appropriate course for you to take depending on what your pathway is. So it's all individual. If you have any questions whatsoever about what you should do or what you're thinking of, if you're on the fence, please reach out to me. My email, let me see if I can find it here. It should be here on the contact information. I'll put that up for you so you can see it. So my email is right there at the top right-hand corner. It's jonathan.ramey info@tctchome.com. And right there's my contact information for my phone if you guys want, if you want to call, or if your parents want to call. We're here to help you.